Greetings, grand ones, starseeds. You are the future, and here is a transmission from Earth Central, galactic heart of Mother God, connected to Inner Earth Portal. So in the beginning was plain nothingness, the unknowable. That meant me. And just for a depiction of nothingness that then transpired into all this rainbow spectrum of elements, and many beings were derived out of the spectrum of the rainbow. So you have, each of them was given a role, meaning in terms of father consciousness. So you have the green consciousness of father, the blue consciousness of father, orange, yellow, and you have the black and white. Black is the merge of all colors, as you all know. So what did the green consciousness create out of himself? So he made all these green colors there, and the grass. What did blue create? The oceans, the skies. And each of these beings have hired or created through myself, Earth Central, a bunch of angelics here set up to represent. And that is the battle, the real battle of all ages, because you guys gotta remember, all this, just like it came into beingness, with a snap of a finger, everything can just shift and change. Nothing's written in stone, you know. And so the main battle of all ages is about, in the end, which masculine consciousness is going to be able to snap out and flip the switch to begin again at the beginning. And I'm very grateful for all the atomics that are standing proudly for whichever consciousness they feel they resonate best with, be it the red, the orange, the green, the blue, etc. And you also have to remember that everything isn't what it really seems. Even, for instance, talk about, Islam, for instance, and all these women that are wearing black gowns from head to toe. What that really means and how that really came about, forget about the prophet and all these things. It's just the black consciousness decided to just get as many number of feminine bodies as they did and keep them fully covered in black for the final event. Same as, think about, the Irish consciousness with the green little costumes they wear with Saint Patrick. There's no such thing as Saint Patrick. It's all ego mind putting a name on what actually is. So that's all that is. And then every culture puts a name and a color on certain events and elementals. And it's all in preparation of the final dance and final events. And for all to know, everybody has done a beyond wonderful job. In terms of myself, all I can say is every sensation from green to gray to metallic to gold to red, orange, yellow, pink, and every Pantone of the Pantonic scale of colors and all the complementary colors, etc. Everything that has been set up has only been created for the final hour of the final remembrance of when I'm going to finally be able to rise in consciousness enough to embody it all at once, so that we may all as one bring on the final event. And there is no other reality to any of this. So to each of the colors that is represented by each of the father consciousnesses, from the blue rays to whichever order of beings there has been, and all the manifestations physically that has transpired by each of their delving into different emotional realms in terms of once the two consciousnesses of prime creational beings, myself and divine prime creator in the masculine form, when we started to make love, to create the orders of beings that are now all represented by color schemes, it was a lot based on feelings. This is why the beginning sentence and opening sequence of every session goes as such. How are you feeling today? There's no such thing as, how are you doing? What are you doing? That's ego. It doesn't mean anything. What does it mean, how are you doing? What does it even mean? Doesn't mean anything. What are you doing? That's like, what do you mean, what am I doing? That's none of your business. Mind your own business is rule number 2. But then when you go, how are you feeling? That's everything. That's actual concern. And then if your levels of joy are not at a 10 every day, you cannot be in the higher frequencies that we're trying to evolve everybody into. Because the only cause for pain and suffering still remaining on earth is all an inner shedding process, which we as a humanity and as a whole are actually responsible for. So in these terms, in the end, you know the united colors of Benetton and how the rainbow unites and how two parallel lines meet in infinity. There should be no fear and no competition and none of these struggles. That's all ego. We have all won as one creational. We're still standing. Our colors are still reverberating. We're still strong, tall, and proud. And any external manifestation of the current state of beingness in terms of the masks is really only an indication of the sensitivity and the nature of the human psyche, which is now coming back to surface with all the feelings finally being acknowledged. So once you say, how are you feeling today? Hi, how are you feeling today? And then I am the observer, meaning pineal gland, third eye, opening to the crown chakra and beyond realms of infinity. I am feeling this, and it's all cream puffs. Oh, is that so? And then you move on to the next set of feelings, acknowledge, and then let it go. It's all a walk-in meditation for the general ascension of all of us as one. Anybody still holding on to anger, misery, or whatever else feelings, that's what's still causing damages, fires, and hurricanes, which is all a form of external manifestation of attachment to the illusion. So that's the message for today.